Good morning and welcome to my Ragnamod VII Minecraft Let's Play. Um, it's been a minute. I had to actually go back and watch a few bits of the last video just to remind myself. Oh, this is no longer filling up. That's interesting. I wonder if that's tapped out, shall we say. To remind myself of what I did and what I was doing, because it's been a week. We're in the process of trying to sell our house, and it's just a lot. A lot of cleaning, a lot of tidying, a lot of organising things for solicitors. Yeah, so that's kind of kept me away from Minecraft. Not to mention, I play on a laptop, so I kind of have to tidy it away when people come to view, and getting it out again is a whole thing, so that kind of puts me off it. So yeah, so probably going to slow down a little bit on the episodes just for the next couple of weeks or so, but I wanted to at least get one in this morning, tell you what I have been doing, disappoint you that I didn't do any of the things that I set out to do. You'll see that I unpacked this from wherever I put it. I think it was in the ME system. This is the NASA workbench. So way back in the early episodes, we used this to make a rocket, which we crash landed on Earth. I made the other rockets. They're all probably in the ME system. Rockets? Yeah. So there's multiple tiers. There's my tier 1. I had to remake a tier 1 to go to the moon. There's my tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. So more or less, I've done the Beyond Earth chapter. I do need to find some raw unknown in the Glacio globe to finish it off, and maybe I'll do that very quickly. So if we go back to the old base, you'll notice there's some new waystones on there as well. So in the old base, we'll pick up this. I upgraded our spacesuit to netherite. It just gave us a whole lot of extra durability. Some of these things are quite low. I've since got them low again by fighting mobs in these other worlds, but yeah, so slightly upgraded spacesuit. And let's go to underneath Glacio. Now Glacio is a real pain, and the reason it's a real pain is because it's full of that snow, that powder snow that you just kind of fall through, which is, suboptimal. Let's light this place up. There are mobs in Glacio. I don't know if they spawn underground, but they, in fact, I'm pretty sure they do spawn underground, and they include, is it blitzes, the ones that shoot lightning at you. Just a real pain. Now this just feels like it's underground in the Earth. You'll notice that it's obviously got some kind of atmosphere because torches work. Yeah, it came all the way up there. But I shall mostly stick to underground just because I only want to mine stuff on this world now. Yeah, we came here to find a particular kind of ore. So if I go in here, I should have this thing. It's my scanner. Put this away, it will get processed. My scanner, deep slate fluorite, lead, zinc, beryl, so many ores here. Osmium, uranite, iridium, more beryl, more uranite, Certus quartz, fluorite. What we're looking for, something fancy there, I think. What we're looking for is unknown ore. And it might be that we can't get it this high up or this low down. Stellar Arcanum, I don't think that's, we want Stellarite, if we get it. It's probably like a really inefficient way to do this. Epidot, bauxite. This is probably not going to work because I reckon this is just a recreation of the deep slate biome on Earth, and it's not going to have any of this unknown ore. Because I have been told that there's just a lot of unknown ore here. It shouldn't be a struggle to find it. Yeah. Right, two things we can do. We can dig down further. That might be possible. No, we can't. Because I kept digging down to... Oh no, maybe I didn't. Maybe you were right. I thought I'd kept digging down to bedrock. And it appears I haven't, so there might be further to go. What's this? Dripstone block. We'll need plenty of that, I'm sure. I didn't want to do that. I want... sticks and coal. Make a stack of that. Now I know I have that ore vein miner thing, but just want to get down a little ways without it. What's it on? I want to stairs down. Right, we're at bedrock. Let's try it again. Uranite, bauxite, uranium. I keep seeing the uranium and the uranite and getting excited, thinking maybe that's the unknown. Or no. Okay, I think that's a no. We don't have it down here. So let's go up to the icy layers and see if it can be found in the icy layers. I'll hold on to them. I'll eat you. Yes, I didn't really explain why I got sidetracked on this little side mission. So I decided it's time to fight the Warden, because there's a load of Warden specific materials that you need for various different crafts. Shulkers, sensors, etc, etc, etc. I just thought maybe it's time. Now this is a funny looking... No, I think that's just that glowy vine stuff. And I thought maybe it's time to... Oh, look at that. Right there. Glacio unknown ore. Shape none. Now we've completed a whole chapter. And if we go up here, what I should have done, and I'm an idiot for not doing it, is grab that. Here we go. Glacio unknown ore. Glacio unknown ore. Glacio unknown ore. Okay, so where was it? It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? Glacio unknown ore. There we go. So yeah, so in my scanner, I've got a couple of different kinds of module blocks. Modules. I've got range, I've got ores, I've got block. And I interchange between the ores and the block. The ores is like rare ores, it just finds all those ores, as you can see. It's just a lot of nonsense on the screen. This one, is that it? Is that right click? Unknown ore, yeah, so it's just a right click. I then put it back in here. We'll swap it out for the rare ores. Okay, and you see it's set up to look for heavy tough bricks because I misclicked. Charoite ore, ancient debris, nether quartz ore, and unknown ore. So these are all, it just basically finds those kind of blocks. So boom. See, all of that is nothing but unknown ore. I don't know why Glacio Lapis is showing up. That's really weird. Maybe there's some kind of funny interaction between... Oh no, now it's gone. It was just... I guess it thought it was still the last card that I had in. So now I could just go around and mine out all of that ore, looking for that alone. And it cuts out all that noise. So yeah, really good, easy. Basically, it's how I got the ancient debris. When it was time to get the ancient debris, I used that. Okay, we've got ourselves some unknown ore. I don't think you need an awful lot of it. Let's go to the base. No, let's go to the old base and just put away this. I don't like to wear my spacesuit unless I need it because it's not self-repairing like my armor. It will get all beaten up. Base. Now, use smelting, energized smelter, redstone smelter, blasting. I don't think there's a way to get multiple ores out of this one from the looks of it, so we will just shove it in here. We now have some unknown ore. Oh, that gave me some XP. Right, use. So yeah, you make blocks out of this, then you put the blocks in a focus entangled block, and you get a block of Shub Niggurath. Bottle of Eternal Closure. A box of Eternal Closure. Focus examining. This is obviously something I'm going to have to get into, custom machinery. And we get that, and this breaks down into that, which goes into various different craftings to make, for instance, the neutronium compressor. And condensed ingots. Do need to make an advanced Hephaestus forge at some point. I think it does change some of the recipes. But it also looks like with it I can use different kinds of blood. Because that just requires blood that I can pump blood into. And it accepts any forged blood. Which means I can use the blood that I get from making chickens to pump it into my Hephaestus forge instead of running around with a little sacrificial dagger. Yeah, that would be nice. Takes Fe and memory essence. It looks like it will then no longer take souls, maybe? Use. Yeah, looks like I can do it without souls. And it looks like it takes less Oriole. So, with my old forge, that would be 200 millibuckets of Oriole. 200 millibuckets of... It basically uses all the Oriole and all the experience, I think. This, it just consumes Fe and a tiny amount of each. Yeah, I definitely need to upgrade that. I think this uses less X-petrified orbs as well. So yeah, that'd be good all round. So I'll need to figure that out at some point. Not in a rush. Yes, yes. Distracted Alex. Okay, so what else did I do? I made more of these. They're all just 4K ME drives. So each of these stores 63 item types. Each of them, it can only store 4,000 of those item types. And that should be plenty, because anything that I'm going to have a decent amount of, that I need, you know, I'm going to either produce automatically, or I'm going to mine in large quantities, or craft in large quantities, gets a draw, essentially. So this only needs to fill up with all of the little bitty items. And even then, 4K is probably overkill for that purpose. I mean, yes, I've filled up a lot of these, but that was dumping all the tat in my base into it. Let's just have a look. Do I have one for dripstone? I'm almost certain I don't have one for dripstone, so let's get a spruce. Draw. Because I'm bound to want to get some dripstone. There we go. That's the dripstone one. I've only got a tiny amount of it, but I just envisage just getting more in the future. I think I've got one for tough, so let's just chuck that in. I've definitely got one for cobble deep slate. Dry ice I don't. Glaciostone I think I do. Yes, oh that's another thing I did. I made the Nether Star Opinium Core. This was a lot of crafting. As I showed you before, each of these takes 4 experience. Each of those takes 4 chorus. So each time you're timesing the amount of these that you need by 4. Then to the emerald layer, times by 4 again. Then to the netherite layer, times by 4 again. Diamond area, times by 4 again. See, each time it's increasing by 4 times. These stacks upon stacks of these I had to make, and I couldn't be bothered to do the maths. I was just counting it all out in my head. Took a minute. I made them all into one. I have enough to make a single nether star chicken. So let's do that now. This was, you remember I had that goal to kill 11 nethers? Well, 4 of them went into this. I need another 6 and a chicken shell. I think I've got... Oh yeah, I also made some chicken shells. Where are they? I thought I had them in here. Maybe I put them in the ME system. Chicken shells. Yeah, I made a bunch of them because I was making a lot of chickens and it's just a time-consuming dross task. So I just got that out of the way in the in-between times. See this thing? Made this as well. It's rain shield. So while it's making this, I'm not getting rained upon. So if I was to go all the way over into this corner, you'll see it's raining. Yeah. Okay, so what I'd really like to do, sorry about being quiet for a minute there, I just had to finish my coffee, so I put my mic skywards. What I'd really like to do is have 2 of these nether star chickens and breed them to make 10, 10, 10 nether star chickens and grow nether stars in vast quantities. Obviously, I don't have that yet. So instead, I'm just going to temporarily set up one, and we'll work towards making another one. I mean, at the end of the day, ultimately what I need to do is I actually just need to build up some resources again. So I used a prodigious amount of coal, gold, ancient debris, diamonds, emeralds, etc. to make that. All of those are automated resources, but we just need to give it a bit of time to build back up again. Now, I have been AFK a little bit in the world, so maybe I have enough already, but I'm not going to do that on camera for you guys. It bored me doing it off camera, let alone doing it on camera. Right. Here we go. Roost. It's all getting a bit big, isn't it? Too many of these things. Need a new solution. I could put them in tiny machines with chunk loaders. It feels like overkill. I could just chunk load some anywhere, really. Yeah, it doesn't need that. And it's my silly fault that it's so far up. Okay, so item pipes. I want item pipe. I don't need an upgrade. I do need that. Put that back. In you go. See how quickly this makes a nether star. Might give us bits of a nether star or something. I haven't stopped to check that. Yeah, it's like a fragment of a nether star. There it is. Okay, so we need to do some upgrading of some drawers. How many of these do we need? 9. So I reckon we can do that in a drawer. Compacting drawer, we'll see. Okay, so the base. We've got some of these that are filling up, which means they need upgrades. So at functional, let's get a couple of copper upgrades. Turn them into a couple of gold upgrades. Turn them into a couple of diamond upgrades. And just because it's a good habit to get into, we might as well just turn them into netherite. Oof, which we're going to have to make. Well, maybe we do have enough netherite built up. Which made quite a bit there. There we go. And we go back to the old base, because I still haven't moved it over here yet. Maybe I should do that now. Base. Right. Smithing table can go down on the end here, I guess. So it's just like this. That's how you make the netherite ones. Now what's clogging it up? Oh, 3 of them are clogging it up now. Plate helmet. Where on earth did that come from? Durability diamond. Can I break it down or anything? Make it indestructible. Bye bye. Alright, so where are we? You are 1, 2, and upgrade. Yeah, there's another couple of diamond ones. Okay, and then we also want to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. I don't know if I have singularities for them. I haven't even looked. Just going to assume that we need a lot of them before we get to the end of this. That's going to produce a lot of them. So let's just grab these. That's alright. I mean, look at that. That's a nether star already that's been produced. I think I have a spare compacting drawer in here. Let's have a look. Compacting? No, I don't. Compacting. Now, I think we're only going to need a simple one. Let's have a look. Yeah, that worked perfectly. Lock it. We'll stick it over here. Like, any semblance of organisation and order is gone at this point. So, maybe I'll reorganise these later. There we go, automated nether stars coming into the system. Yeah, that looks more like it. We've got 2. Okay. Chuck you in there. Turn you to it. Yes, and I saved these ones because I thought, do you know what? Bound to need a lot of nether stars. So that will make 147,000, 16.4k nether stars before it starts voiding them. That's a lot. That's plenty. Yes. So again, keep getting sidetracked, but this is what I did the Beyond Earth for, calorite, because I need a couple of these to make the Explorer's Compass. But we also need sterite pieces, which is suboptimal. I don't have any stellarites. We'll need the rare ores, and we'll need to get into a mine somewhere and go down to the bottom of the world. But yeah, so to make that compass, because that compass will then allow me to go and find that ore. I haven't set up this automation yet. I know I said that was on my list of to-dos. That's because I figured out that I need some immersive engineering machines to do it. So there's a couple of big machines that I need to make. So maybe I'll make the pieces for that. Are there quests for them? Should we just complete these quests? Just steal ingots. Steal ingots. A Mars globe. A Venus globe. There we go. I'll just put all that into the system, because we can now. While I'm here, let's repair my tools. I haven't made them indestructible yet. I should at some point. Yep, okay. What was I doing? Yes. There we go, look. So my second ever green quest line. Eventually these will all be green. Some of these I haven't even started yet. Evilcraft I do need to get into. I've got a dark gem. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, now Evilcraft is started. Okay, right. What was I doing? Immersive engineering. Not a crusher. Not a sawmill. Not a assembler. Excavator, derrick, distillation tower, coker, furnace, squeezer. I think I need to make a squeezer. And a fermenter. Which requires squeezer. multi-block. So I guess I build the squeezer multi-block, then I tick this to say that I've done it, and I get a bucket of plant oil. Yeah, okay, right. Let's make a squeezer multi-block. So for the squeezer multi-block, I need a piston. Pretty sure I've got a piston already. She blows. I could be doing this with the immersive engineering manual, I suppose. I need 6 steel scaffolding. So these need steel rods and steel ingots. I think steel rods. I've got 1 steel rod. I've got 4 steel scaffolding. Okay. Steel ingots, 1, 2, 3. Let's get 2 more of them. We'll go back to the old base, because the old base is where we've got the Beyond Earth machinery. This thing I can extrude with. I think it's 1 to 1. Oh. Ah, casting table, that's how I did it. Upstairs. It's not on automatic. We just melt just 1 steel for now. God, I can hear those chickens laying through the floor. That's a rod, that's a handle, that's a blade. So this is the one we want. Right, so that's melted. Let's see if this is 1 or 1.5. Or 1.5. Sorry, 1 or a half. I think it's a half. There we go. Yeah, that's used it up. So we've got 2 rods. Exactly what we needed. That back. We could just make the doobrydoo for our pressing machine. This thing can make rods as well. So I'm kind of being lazy doing it back there. I just need to make another one of those things, some steel plates. Yes, okay. Anyway. Scaffolding. And we are going to need to make some more of these, so I'll do that. So there's 6 scaffolding. Oh, okay, so I think we tick that to say we're going to make the multi-block, not that we have made the multi-block, and then we start gathering the things and it will start ticking off our quests. Steel fences. Yeah, see, we need to make more of them, so let's just make this. So this is the things. Metal press. Mold bullet casing. Rod. And it needs 3 steel plates and 1 engineer's wire cutters. I've got 1 steel plate in there. So let's get some more steel. Now I don't need to make the plates anywhere else but here actually anymore. This can also make gears, which means that this is actually largely redundant. We can put these away, I think. We'll get them out if we figure out we need them. Put that way in there. And this can be our rod making machine. So put these in here, and there it is, our rod mold. Put it under there. We need 2 of them. Go in there. You can't do gears with this thing because it only plugs them out 1 at a time, and it only plugs them out if the machine wants them. So I need to figure out a different system to make it feed 4 at a time. But yeah, there we go. We've got some rods. Made too many, but it's fine. Always use steel rods, I'm sure. So it's the fence, isn't it? Oh, look, I could make a rod machine for the... And I could do everything in there. Let's figure that out down the line. We will do it. There we go. We needed some fence blocks. Is that enough? That is enough. Needed exactly 3. 2 fluid pipes. Okay, so for that we need 6 iron. Let's grab it the old-fashioned way. This is for Beyond Earth. And in fact, as I've made all of the Beyond Earth things, maybe we just put this away now. It's a redundant die. I don't know why I'm putting it in there. It should all go in the ME system now, but in fact, let's just correct that. Let's just behave as we should. Treated sticks. Shouldn't really be putting bows in the ME system, but that's fine. It will fill up quickly if we start putting odds and sods like weapons in there, but a few spare anvils. There we go. That's all in the ME system now. Is that 6 I made? 6, yeah. That back, so this was like that, and like that. That's pipes. I think we only needed 2, so let's keep 2 and throw the others in the ME system. Nice engineering requires these, which are easy enough to make. Alright, let's do it that way. Let's do it the proper way. We need 4, so that's 8 into the press. We should think about speeding up the press. Let's do that. At thermal. Invar ingots. Gold gear. In a multi-servo press. Okay, so gear. Where did I put it? Is it in here? Here it is, my gear working die. Knew I had it. Gold. Playing Minecraft is the time I most wonder whether I might have ADHD. Yeah. Right. What were we doing? Oh yeah, so we needed some Invar. So I've got to make the Invar, because I don't have an Invar chicken or anything. So I still need to use nickel. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make a good amount of it. And then iron, if we've got 4, we need 8. This goes in here like that. We only need 4 for now, so we'll grab the first 4. Probably got some in the system. What I should remember to do is to go downstairs. It's a bit of a redundant task, but to upgrade all those apotheosis spawners down there with chorus fruit to get rid of the mob AI. On the grounds that stupid mobs have got to be easier on my processor. Okay, I could probably straight away upgrade to this. What's Signalum? Signalum ingots requires Signalum blend. This requires a pulverizer, so we probably want to use the induction smelter. So silver, copper, and redstone. So silver. Let's make a couple. Copper. And then redstone. There we go, like that. This will be finished. Take that out, put these in. Where is it? There. Yeah, oh, that's right, we need 2 signalum gears. That is slow. Waste a bit of power, but that'll speed it up. Not good to do this, because when I take it out, all that power that's over the storage will be just wasted. But for now, it multiplies the attributes by a factor of 2, so it should be twice as fast. And we'll do the same thing in here, just speed up the making of the gears. Okay, then we need to make some electrum. No, we're good on electrum. So I think we can make this. Where is it? Here we go. There, perfect. That will speed up this machine quite a bit by a factor of 3 times. Oh, I thought it was more than that. 2, 3, 4. I thought it was like 2, 4, 8. Never mind. I mean, it's much better than a kick in the teeth, but not as good as I was hoping. This is actually within reach, and that's 4.5 times. Don't think it goes beyond that. Oh, I need that to make steel casing. Oh, okay. Right. Either way, let's take that out and we'll put it in. Yeah. Okay, so what were we doing? We were making engineering blocks. Yes. And then it was some copper, wasn't it? So that goes in here. I need component blueprint. So we take this one out, put this one in, and we put in the components that we need, and we can make 4 of them. This one's better to store because we probably won't need to make many more of those presses, or any more of those presses probably even. We might need to make a few of these components. Eventually we can make a machine that automates them. It's a great big machine though, takes up a lot of space, but we will do that. Light and heavy. What are we making first? We're making 2 light engineering blocks. Light. Iron sheet metal. I think we've got the iron sheet metal, so we can probably do that. There we go. Good thing I had that spare iron sheet metal lying about. So we'll keep 2 of them, we'll put 2 of them away. What else do we need? 4 wooden barrels, a redstone engineering block. Could probably make the redstone engineering block. I think it was only the one. It's not like how power gets into the machine maybe. Wooden barrels, so this is lots of treated wood. I think I've got a good amount of treated wood. Treated, and we got some of the slabs as well, so like that makes 1 barrel. So there. Okay. Right, then we need our engineer's hammer, which is currently sitting in here. And we need to actually build this thing, which means we need the book probably. We'll eat them in a minute. So a bit of space. There's a bit of space over here. This will probably do. Surprise, there's not a quest to make the book. At immersive. Alright, let's look for this book. I've got a thing in my screen here which is like for the recording thing, and it's just kind of blocking it, but there we go, it's not onto that. So a lever and a book. Well, we should have both of those things. Where was it? I saw it. I clicked on it, and I've lost it. There it is. Looking for that was probably less work than just finding a lever and a book in the system. Here we go. Right. Engineering manual. Simple machines. It's not a simple machine. Heavy machinery. Squeezer. Right, let's just... There we go. Okay, so... let's put away some of these things that we're not using right now. Buckets. Axes. We'll need that in a minute. Chickens, unless we're making the chickens. Yeah. We leave that in our inventory in case we catch fire. Right. So it's 4 like that and 2 like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it was these like that. I think. It's probably supposed to be going up, but that's fine. Sure it'll still work. One of these down here, like that. Another one on top of it. Then redstone over here. Then wooden barrels like this. And then I think this is like that. Let's just check it. And then the piston, like that. Then I should be able to... should never put that away. It's such a useful thing. There we go, like that. And then with that all done, we take this bad boy and we click on that block. It doesn't like it. Why doesn't it like it? There we go. Just, it wanted a different side. Now I'm going to assume that this is where the power's got to go in. And this is where one thing goes in and one thing goes out. We probably don't need to assume. Right. So we grab ourselves. What do we grab ourselves? Right, power. Grab ourselves one of these. We grab ourselves one of these, and we grab ourselves one of these. And that goes in here. That goes in here. That goes in there. We take that, and we turn it into an energy cell, no, an ender cell nitro. It's just obsidian, nitro crystals, and that thing we just made. That's how easy it is to do our remote power. So we can have these all over the place at relatively little cost. This should take nether stars because we're growing in the chickens. I mean, we're growing the nether stars in the chickens, but yeah, we don't have to worry about that. That's interesting. It looks like this won't accept power from it. Or maybe that's not where the power goes. Maybe we use... let's break that. Maybe we put it there. And we get some power. Flux. Pipe. Energy. That's what we were looking for. We do that. Yeah, that's not connecting with that. So maybe that's not where the power goes in. Or maybe it's set up to only take power from immersive engineering. Lead plate, treated wood planks, and a bucket of redstone acid. Oh, okay, well that's cheap enough to make. Let's see if an LV accumulator will work with that. LV accumulator. So, I think I should have a... somewhere around here I've got a water supply. There we go. So that makes a bucket of LV acid. Got iron, need lead. Lead. Go over here. Squish it in our now much faster squishing machine. That's LV accumulator. Right, let's try this then. Do we just... how does it work? Like that? No, that's not going to help me then. At least we've done the quest with it. Kinetic dynamo, MV accumulator. Ah, this is so annoying. I want it to just take some power, but what will it take? Am I really going to have to plug in the... that's like a copper connector. Maybe it'll take it there. Ender cell nitro. Whoop. That did it. So what's this for? Maybe that's for like a redstone input. We now have power. I was just making assumptions. Okay, right. So, let's put you in the void. You're not necessary. You're not necessary. I'll need you in a bit. Okay, then we need to put in potatoes or something. So, we need a hopper. Hopper botany pot. I think we've got hopper botany pots. Thought we had hopper botany pots. Right, well let's make a hopper. Let's make a flower pot. Make a hopper botany pot. So terracotta, so we need to make some clay quickly. Where's our clay? Draw that. I'll use you. Let's borrow you for a second. Hopper botany pots. We'll make the elite hopper botany pots. And, because we're now cooking diamonds and nether stars with chickens, we'll make an ultra hopper botany pot. Now this needs to put stuff into here, which I suspect there's no easy way to do it without a, we need to make another hopper. Like that. Put you on there like that. And you will need some dirt. And we'll need potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Seed potato. That was quick. And the squeezer goes to work and starts making plant oil. So each growth cycle is going to make us about 300 millibuckets. Yeah, 300 millibuckets. One more cycle, 2 more cycles, I'll have a bucket, which we do need for a quest, so we'll just get the bucket. So for now, put in a bucket. Yeah, a bucket of plant oil. Oh, it gives us a second bucket of plant oil. That's then got to go into the squeezer, the fermenter. So I'll make another machine. But you can sort of see the process. They're really easy. A lot of very simple components to make. So I'll do the same thing for this. So here we go. We'll tick this. We're going to make this next. We'll start chalking off more machine blocks, more scaffolding, iron sheet metal, fluid pipes, cauldrons, redstone engineering block. So I think the only thing we'll need to make is the scaffolding. I think everything else we'll have. Put it together on the ground, like this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I did that, but I did it like that. And we'll have a fermenter. And as blue is the in, we're going to assume orange is the out. So we're going to run a pipe between this and the next one, possibly with a fluid draw for a buffer. And then we'll turn a thing full of plant oil into a thing full of ethanol via these two machines, which don't look like they take much RF to run. Yeah, they don't seem to take much RF to run. Yeah, it's because the ethanol is an integral component to this. I wonder if I can use the plant oil. Plant oil use. That's a bucket, so plant oil use, fluid mixer, Yeah. So plant oil and ethanol. So the ethanol, I think the potatoes go into the other thing, not the plant oil. So the ethanol can be made. Maybe not. Ethanol. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. So I'm not pumping plant oil into it. I'm pumping potatoes into it. Um, yeah, there we go. Potato makes 80 millibuckets of ethanol. So these two machines over here, I'll have to chunk load this chunk now as well. Let's have a look. FTB might be. There we go. Chunk load that chunk as well. So this side of it, I'll make that, and then those two things will run out into one of these machines where they'll be mixed together. They'll produce glycerol as a byproduct. Presumably, I'll be able to pump out the glycerol automatically the and the what they make, the biodiesel, and then I'll use that. I'll put that into another machine, and then I should be able to put upgrades in here. If I look at the upgrades, it takes a security upgrade, so that will do what it does over there. See, over here, if the coal's not been used up completely, if we watch every now and again, or it's used up quickly, I think you saw it in the last episode, little jet of steam would come out because it's got a security upgrade. So I can get I've already made some RF compressors, so that'll feed steam into that, and a security upgrade in the RF compressor and a security upgrade in this means it'll never explode. So those things together will be the automation for glycerol, because there's a glycerol singularity, and we need to make approximately 4,000 glycerol. So yeah, so we're just a little bit over an hour now. I know I've potted about and made a mess of things, but and it's been really incoherent. But you can see that we're slowly making progress. Um, we're slowly automating things in not very neat and tidy way, but things are being automated, and we're pushing towards a goal. We've chalked off a whole quest line. Might have been a simple quest line, but we've chalked off a whole quest line. I suppose if anyone wants me to actually go to those worlds to show you what it's like on the surface, I could do. It's not very interesting. Mars had Martians. What were the Martians? There was something on Mars. Did I go to Mars or did I go to Venus? I think maybe I went to Venus. So the Venusians were like little green lizard things and blizzards. The moon had blue spidery villager things that attacked you with their mind. And if there was anything in Glacio, I can't remember. Blizzards probably, but it was just the annoying snow that was the pain. So yeah, I'll go and show you them if you want, but I'm not in a rush to go back there. Okay, right. I guess I will see you next time. Ciao.